Today we're making seasoned Sada roti using Country Pride all-purpose flour. Just look at the specks of green seasoning in this and it's so delicious, especially with a good curry. You can find all of the ingredients listed in the description box down below for this recipe. To my flour, I'm adding in salt, baking powder, and minced green seasoning. Give that a mix and then add in enough lukewarm water to create a shaggy dough. Add your water in increments and continue to knead until it comes together into a soft to medium dough ball, and you want to knead your flour until the gluten forms and it feels really soft, supple and smooth. So continue to knead until it comes together and knead it by squeezing it in your hands and turning, squeezing and turning. And I love to clean the bowl as I go. Now once you finish kneading, form it into a dough ball. And here you can see how beautiful this dough looks. Place it into your bowl and cover with a damp paper towel and rest for 10 minutes. After which, we'll break these into 3 dough balls, and I'm making medium-sized rotis. You can make these smaller and get up to 6 rotis. You just want to form these into round dough balls, and we're going to cover and allow it to rest again for 10 minutes. You have to let your flour rest at least 10 minutes so that you get a really great roti in the end. Cover with that damp paper towel and rest 10 minutes, after which we'll go ahead and roll out our dough balls, and you should have your tower on a medium-low heat at this point, heating up. So when you finish roll the roti, your tower is ready. If you don't have a tower, I would link one for you all down below. You can purchase one on Amazon. Go ahead and roll this out nice and thin. I love to eat this roti cooked with some oil. It enhances the flavor of the seasonings in the roti, but of course you can cook it like a Sada, and I'll show you that way too. Once your tower is hot, place your roti on it, allow it to cook for about 20 seconds on one side, then flip it over. And if you're afraid to touch it like me, just go ahead and use a spatula to turn it. Or lightly oil the surface, and then you'll flip it over and you'll lightly oil the other side. Now this cooks until it's done. It will take about 3 to 5 minutes. It's a pretty thin roti, and once it's done you'll set it aside and continue cooking the rest. This smells so heavenly. It does make a difference with that oil. Now this is how I'm going to cook the Sada, just like you would cook any regular Sada roti. Allow it to cook on one side. When bubbles start forming, flip it over. Allow it to cook on the other side for about 20 seconds. Bubbles will start forming. I'll flip it once again and flipped it again, and then pulling that tower off of the stove, and I'm going to push the roti over the direct flame and allow it to puff up. We're seeking the roti here. You want to do this on a medium heat. Once it's puffed up, it's ready to be cut and enjoyed. This goes great with curries. Have it with whatever you like, but it's a really delicious and yummy roti. And if you were to put a little bit of yeast in here, you can make these into fried bakes. So just look how beautiful the inside of this looks. All you have to do now is sit back and enjoy this. I would say some good chata curry duck. Be sure to pick up your Country Pride all-purpose flour to recreate this delicious recipe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone.